Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Laurie LaBlanc. Laurie, how are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me, Kayden.
It is my pleasure. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself to get started.
Well, Laurie LeBlanc, Canadian country singer-songwriter, living in eastern New Brunswick, little town of Bucktouche, New Brunswick, near Moncton. Been doing music since I was, 20s, in the 20s. Played with a bunch of bands. Went solo in 2010. Have 8 albums. This is my eighth album. We're going to release in August, and that's about it. Been solo for about 6 years now, full time.
That is awesome. So, is there something in particular that you love about music?
The storytelling. I like to create something that I want to say, and hopefully can connect to
Mhm.
someone in some form or another. The day-to-day activities, and everything that's it's basically just about life. Country music, I think.
Totally. I think it's super important to realize that for sure, Laurie.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. It's just I think people it's from wherever I go, you feel sort of like a family orientated crowd wherever you go. It's like feel like family there.
hmm So, do you have any new singles or any upcoming projects you want to chat about, Laurie?
Well, I've been working a lot on the latest project, the newest project. It's coming out in August 19th. It's a double EP album. Uh, One EP is a six song original English EP. The other CD, because we're still going to order a few physicals, of course, or maybe the last album we will, but we still will do that because we people still want to buy that. On the other side of the album, we'll have a six different song original in the French side. The first single on the English EP was called Luck in Love. It's been launched across Canada since April 22nd. And on the French side, which I haven't done any French in about 4 years, is called La Barbecue Dance, which has been released across Canada May 13th.
Very, very cool. So, if you could do a duet or collaboration with any singer, Laurie, who would you choose and why?
I've always liked what Dean Brody was doing and still doing. Love some Gord Bamford, the older, I could say, pioneer country singers. That's the Canadian side, I would guess. On the American side, I don't mind what John Party's doing. I always loved Brad Paisley, Zach Brown Band, and so on. Back in the mid 2000s, so 2008, I believe, we opened up in my other band for Alan Jackson in Moncton. That was cool. He played at 40,000 people. Brooks and Dunn was there, so
Mhm.
I'm a '90s guy. I love the '90s feel or whatever. But that would be great to either him or George Strait, the older guys.
That would be really cool. I think
Yep.
that answers came up maybe like 3 or 4 times, but yeah, I think they're super cool.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, a couple of weekends ago, I was asked to do a show. It's been pushed back for 2 years now, scheduled for 2020. It's like a 600-seat theater in Riverview, and I actually did 1 hour set of what was called an Alan Jackson tribute. I've never done that before. Just chose 15 of my favorite songs and did a set of my own
Mhm.
stuff, and then the other set was an Alan Jackson stuff with some videos and stuff. So that was lots of fun.
That's really cool. And where was it?
In Riverview, New Brunswick, it's called the Riverview Arts Center.
Okay,
Yep.
that's cool. So, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years, Laurie? Do you have a goal set for yourself?
Well, we're directing ourselves to where we'll hopefully develop outside of the Atlantic provinces. We're looking at maybe the province of Ontario and so on, maybe out west. So we've got some people working with us up there. Our management team and stuff are working hard on that. And the last 2 years, we haven't really been able to move much. We released singles and promoted wherever we could, but couldn't really move that much. I think 6 shows in the last 18 months or so last summer. So that's going to be our direction to see what happens there. Maybe the CCMA's in Calgary, and we'll see what goes on that side.
What do you like doing outside of music? Do you have any hobbies, interests you want to share with us?
Well, other than music, I love to snowmobile. Always did. So me and my wife each have a snowmobile, and during
Oh.
January, February, March,
Mhm.
we spend quite a time doing that, which is the slower side on the music side. So it's kind of the time where I can just do stuff like that. Other than music, other than that, well, just relax. We have gazebo, fire pit, and stuff around the house. So we're always gone from Thursday to Sunday, and then a few days during the week we do a little bit of business for whatever we need to do for on the business side of music, and relax here and enjoy whatever we can as far as the rest of our time. Family, friends, entertaining, whatever stuff like that.
That's really cool. Where's the best place you've went to go snowboarding?
Snowmobiling.
Sorry,
Uh,
snowmobiling.
Well, we've been to Quebec. Quebec is like the capital of snowmobiling. So I got some friends up there that we rent cottages and go up there for a week, or whatever. Or northern New Brunswick. It's winter season is getting shorter and shorter. You probably get now mid-January to early March, and it's done. So you have to go more north as the years come. But anywhere from Quebec to northern New Brunswick is fine.
Awesome. And where are you gonna be in regards to music? Do you have any tour set up that you would like to share with everyone that's maybe in the area of Canada?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much Atlantic province. We had some shows in Ottawa, but the festivals didn't have time to get it organized, which everything opening up so
Mm.
late in March. But we're across Quebec, across the Maritimes, and there's only one location. Well, you can go on all social medias. We're there, from Facebook to Twitter to TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But LaurieLeBlanc.com is the best place to see where we're at, and I got a great bunch of guys. We got a great show lined up, and the new album is called Long Weekend because it's a feel good summer vibe double EP album. And starting in the fall in 2023, we'll be doing the actual tour Long Weekend. We're still doing the one It's Right tour we released in 2020. Haven't really did 6 shows or so, but we're all over the place. So the LaurieLeBlanc.com is the best spot.
Awesome. And if someone was to write a song, or if you were gonna write a song about something that's impacted in your life, what would you write about? I know that is such a hard question. I know that's like
I
a
think,
sigh breather moment.
well, I mean, I guess without getting into what happened during the pandemic, it was a
Mhm.
big shock at the start because we were all over the place from Switzerland to, in 2020 was super busy. And then all of a sudden it stopped. So everybody was sort of shocked and down, and new album out with doing a bunch of cameras in the theater with nobody there. But at the end, we were able to maybe, enjoy more of everything else and appreciate more of having more time with family, friends, and whatever else. So that's a good thing that happened. Being more appreciative and maybe not running as much as we used to. We're looking really forward to doing our thing and being with friends and public and doing shows and stuff. But it did change a lot of stuff on the positive side too, I guess. So that'd be cool to write without getting into a lot of the
Mhm.
pandemic, which has been told a million times already. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people, there's many pandemic songs that are already out.
Yeah, we did. There was one song that I connected with me, and I think it was written during the pandemic. Was Luke Combs' "6 Feet Apart"? When you
Oh yeah.
listen to that song, it's just you can tell it came from the heart, and it's true. And we were feeling it back then. And I had a song that was supposed to go on the long weekend album. We wanted to release it or record it to cut it, but I don't think we will. It was called "Are We Supposed to Hug" in French. But that's sort of talking about we're getting close. Everybody, can we hug?
Mhm.
Can we can't hug? Whatever else. But we decided not to. But that's what happens, I guess, during that 2 years. But it looks good right now. Everything's open, and here in New Brunswick, where everything's still a go. So hopefully it'll stay open for a while.
Do you have any advice for those who might want to start singing but doesn't really know how to jump into their career, or if they're nervous, scared, or anxious to even get started? Laurie?
Um, I've never done it for the money. We've only done it because we loved it. That's the start, I think. You can chase success, you can chase the charts, but it all starts with the writing and the music. It's good to be performing, but it's better to be persistent, consistent.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess if you love it, do your best and have people work for you. And in our part is just the rest will take care of itself. We say, do the best you can, and the rest will take care of itself. I just say if you want if you want to be a standout, I like to say, if there's 20 sheep and there's one purple sheep, I'd like to be the
Mhm.
purple sheep without always want it to be different. But when I
Yeah,
was at
yeah.
school, somebody would say, oh, that guy or the girl, they only wants to be different, never wants to follow the rest of the crowd. But if you want to stand out, and that's being creative and different, but it's that's what it is. Yeah.
Awesome. And where do people find you on social media once more if they want to keep up with what you're doing, Laurie?
Yeah, we're really active on socials. So on the official page, Laurie LeBlanc Facebook, Laurie LeBlanc Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're posting stuff all the time, and give us feedback. The YouTube channel's there also. Probably 40, 50 videos and stuff, and let us know what do you think. And if any questions or any comments, we'll be happy to answer that for you.
Wonderful. And is there anything I forgot to mention that you'd like to mention, Laurie?
No, thanks again for having me. It's been a blast, and continue with continued success for yourself and your great team there. And we'll chat in the future.
And again, I would like to thank Laurie LeBlanc for coming on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. And I want to thank you so much. We appreciate your support and taking the time to come on and chat with us.
I thank you very much. Until next time.